Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. So, the past two nights we had been discussing the beginning of the verses that describe the attitude and behavior of the hypocrites in Surah Al-Baqarah, starting from verse number 8. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. And we indicated that one of the punishments that Allah applies to such people is the punishment of amplifying the disease in their hearts. في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا يكذبون أو يكذبون. So Allah mentioned the punishment in this dunya for those hypocrites. May Allah save us. Ameen. And the punishment in the akhirah. And of course the punishment of the dunya, which is the disease of the heart, led to the punishment of the akhirah. This disease continued to get progressively worse throughout their life, and they never sought to find any kind of cure to their diseases of the hearts, and that led to them وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْذِبُونَ. Because of continuous يَكْذِبُونَ, it is a tense that indicates that there's continuous lying. So this has become an attitude throughout their life. Normally, all of us can make mistakes and fall into sin. But the difference between a believer and a hypocrite is that the hypocrite justifies the sin. He doesn't listen to advice. And you can see in these verses, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Somebody is giving them advice. Do not spread mischief on earth. They will be arrogant and defiant. And they say, إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ. No, we are only doing the right thing. The word إِنَّمَا indicates they're saying only, that everything we do is the right thing. And there's nobody like this. All of us make mistakes. They don't want to even admit that they are like other human beings and they can make mistakes. إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ. Everything we do is the right thing. So don't talk to us. So they've closed the door for any kind of advice getting through to them. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ آمِنُوا كَمَا آمَنَ النَّاسِ. When it is said to them, believe like other people have believed, they would start mocking the believers. Rather than, when you see somebody better than you, you feel, I have shortcomings, I'm weak, I should strive to be like this good person. They do the exact opposite. They mock and belittle those people who are actually righteous. أَنُؤْمِنُ كَمَا آمَنَ السُّفَهَاءُ. Should we believe like those foolish people? Subhanallah. So you see the deception, يُخَادِعُونَ. Deception, ongoing. And the word, again, it is not in the past tense, but it is in the present tense. The present tense in Arabic indicates the present and the future. يُخَادِعُونَ, which means now and in the future and ongoing. يُخَادِعُونَ, and they seek to deceive, and this is another thing that they have no regard and reverence for Allah. يُخَادِعُونَ Allah. Who can deceive Allah? What are they thinking? That they can hide from Allah and pretend and think that they can get away with it. يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. So the sins they have committed are not natural, normal sins. That is why they deserved that the diseases of their hearts be amplified. Because the more they keep committing يُخَادِعُونَ يَكْذِبُونَ يُكَذِّبُونَ, they keep going like this, what happens? Allah has a divine law in play in this life, that if you do good, Allah rewards you by increasing your iman and increasing your love for goodness, and it becomes easier on you the next time you do it, and it enlightens your heart, increases your insight, basira, nur, you get light, while the opposite does the opposite in the heart. Naam, as we all know. And this is why Prophet ﷺ, for instance, says, إِيَّاكُمْ وَالْكَذِبِ. Avoid lying. فَإِنَّ الْكَذِبَ يَهْدِي إِلَى الْفُجُورِ. Because lying only leads to corruption. Fujur means Can somebody help me with translation of fujur? Huh? Fujur. Fujur means sinning, but without any shame. This is the meaning of fajara, means somebody who sins but without any kind of shame or any hesitation. Shameless sinning maybe. فإن الكذب يهدي إلى الفجور. It will lead to a person going deeper and deeper into sinful behavior. It starts with the words, but then it overtakes his whole behavior. وَإِنَّ الْفُجُورَ يَهْدِي إِلَى النَّارِ. And then the fujur will only lead to the fire of hell. Before that he said, عليكم بالصدق فإن الصدق يهدي إلى البر وإن البر يهدي إلى الجنة. Stay truthful or be truthful. عليكم means adhere to truthfulness. فإن الصدق يهدي إلى البر. While being truthful will only lead to bir, righteousness, goodness. وإن البر يهدي إلى الجنة. So these these are basically the laws that govern spiritual life. Allah has laws that govern the physical world, the sun and the moon, the law of gravity, electromagnetic, electricity. All these laws, they are fixed laws. Nobody can go against them. Yani. Has anybody gone against the law of gravity since the start of humanity? Never. Nobody can just jump like this and never come falling down. Again, there's also laws that govern our spiritual life, and those laws are not easy for human beings to discern or analyze. And these are the laws that are revealed in Revelation. Because no matter how long you live, you will not be able to extract all these laws. If you do this, it will lead to this in your heart or in your body or in your family or in your community or in the world. These are the very hidden laws that Revelation came to teach us, because Allah has given human being intellect and allowed him to understand certain things in the world he has access to. You can go and do medicine, you can go and do physics, you can do astronomy, but the ruh, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الروح قُلِ الروح مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. The spirit, the ruh, which is us, basically what makes us, this is something only Allah knows the secrets of. And He only is the one who can legislate and tell us its secrets. And that is why Allah is showing us these laws here, so that we be careful, that if we pursue the laws that lead to, for instance, deviation, it will lead for the person to become deviant. If you pursue the laws that lead to righteousness, the acts that lead to righteousness, whether you like it or not, you become righteous. These are laws that govern. You give charity, and next day you find that your heart is closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. For instance, you can understand the Quran better. The Salah is easier, right? You commit a sin, you feel that, I can't wake up for Salah, right? So these are laws that govern our life. We can't get away from them. Allah tells us about these laws, and so that we be aware and utilize them to our benefit, not to the detriment. And also to explain to us how come these people see the obvious and reject it. Because the laws of dalala, deviation, the laws of getting lost have applied to them so much that they themselves can't see the truth anymore. زادهم الله مرضا ولهم عذاب أليم بما كانوا. So we'll stop here, and then inshallah those verses are so important, the verses of the hypocrites, and then the examples given to them. مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا أو كصيب من السماء. All these examples apply to the hypocrites. We'll go back to them inshallah.